Alright, hey, back to part 2. I actually realized I forgot to mention one thing. I forgot to mention the power adapter here. All you need to really know about this thing is it's one of those bricks. It's pretty annoying. That's pretty much all I need to know about that. So, really, what we're going to cover now is the games. The original NES in North America has about a bit over 800 games, I think, and the Famicom Japanese one has over 1,000, so they have a bit more games than us, but does not mean that we have any games that are any less good. So really, I'll show you guys a couple of games that I really enjoy, because as you guys can see by games behind me here, I have quite a bit of games, but these are the ones that I really played as a kid, the ones that I really enjoyed. I'll let you guys see it here. Air Fortress, Batman, Blaster Master, Bubble Bobble, Burger Time, Double Dragon, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Iron Sword, Kid Icarus, Magic Johnson's Fast Break, Monster Party, all the Ninja Gaidens, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, River City Ransom, Star Tropics. It's a hard game, but it's good. Obviously all the Super Mario Brothers games. Super Spike V-Ball. The Ninja Turtles games are always good. The Tetris game, obviously. Ultima, Wizards and Warriors, Xenophobe, and Xevious, or Xeris, or however you pronounce it. So those are games that I would recommend, that I've played that I can show you guys. Just having a little trouble here. There are, of course, other games that I've played and I love, and I can't really show you because I don't own them. 1942 and 1943 are good. Balloon Fight, Bomberman, Battletoads, Kirby, Donkey Kong, Jurassic Park was a really good game. All the Mega Man games, Pac-Mania, Ice Climbers, Snow Bros, Yoshi Cookies, Final Fantasy. There's also other games, obviously, that I've heard a lot of good things about, but I've never played. So with over 800, you can't play them all. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales, Kiwi Craze, Low Gravity Man, and yes, I am reading from a list because I cannot remember all of this. Contra, Spy Hunter, the Gradius games, Gunnack, the Dragon Warrior games, Adventures of Lolo, Super Dodgeball, Castlevania, and Temco Bowl. All of those I've heard lots of good things about, my friends, the internet, my girlfriend has played. So now, really, of course, all these games don't work terribly well all the time. So there's a couple tips to make these things work better. Well, of course, I forgot all the Zelda games, two of them. Obviously, getting one of these slips is going to be good. Or, alternatively, excuse me, Pete. There. You can get one of these plastic boxes that'll also slow down the oxidation. So first off, a lot of people do this, just blowing it in there, and a lot of you guys, you'll know that noise, you'll remember that noise, but it does speed up the oxidation a bit. Just if you are going to blow in your NES cartridge, trying to put a lot of moisture in there, not a lot of just, more of a whistle. You can take also a simple Q-tip and run it in there, and you can see that there's a bit of dirt on there on that. To get that off, some people also use rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip. I have done this a couple times with things that are really dirty. Just put a tiny bit of rubbing alcohol on there, and then rub it on, and then I switch it around. And then dry it off, because again, it will harm it if you leave it on there. It's only for games that are really dirty. Something you can do here. So let's see, we're trying to get Mario Brothers to work. You can push it down, and then you can also, it's kind of hard to do from this angle, but you can also carefully just put another game in on top. Don't shove it in. Just put it on top. And a lot of the time that works. And another thing that works pretty well is you just take the game, pull it out just a smidgen, and then put it down. And I find that works pretty well. Not a lot of people know about that one that I've talked to, but that actually works fairly well with some games. Some games, some things work well with, some games it doesn't work with the other one. Now, so really, if you plan on buying an NES, which I think you should, it's got great, nostalgia, it's classic, it's really, I don't know if you'd call it the grandfather of video games, because Atari's probably the great-grandfather, the one that was a little bit crazy. But prices, you can really get an NES online for about $10 to $100, depending on the condition. If it's refurbished or something, you can get them in a garage sale for like $5, $10, $20. It's not terribly expensive. The games would cost about $3, $10, maybe $15 for a really good one, or one that's harder to find. If you can get the NES 2, which is the top loader version, it costs about $50, but it usually works a lot better, and I don't have one to show you. You could also get a Retro Duo, which is a third-party system, which again I don't have to show you because I like to stick with the classic NES here. Really, you can put, like a Super NES and NES game, or an NES and a Sega Genesis game in there or something. Something interesting now is prices. Actually, I found this the other day. Kmart here, as you can see, is selling NESs at $219 for the system, $49 for a game. Obviously, this isn't new. This is from 1989. So those prices now, it's about, I think it's probably close to around $400 for the system. So they did actually cost quite a bit back then. So I really think that you should pick one up. Be careful though because like I said, of the hookups, make sure you can actually hook it up to your TV. Also, if you plan on using a gun like this, your big screen, your plasma, it won't work with those. You need a cathode TV, cathode tube TV, the big thick ones. But again, there's only a handful of really good games that work with that, so it's not a huge worry. So keep that in mind. Another interesting thing, just a couple interesting facts first. Apparently this thing the NES has 2 kilobytes of internal memory, which is probably like the letter A on a Word document in Microsoft, but still. And there's actually also a couple of Sega games, like Shinobi, that actually did come out on the NES, which is really weird. That's like, PlayStation or Sony making a game for the Wii or something. It's kind of odd. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys do want me to review any of those games, and in this review or any of the other reviews, just let me know, and I'll hop to it. So, thanks guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video.